I do have a message though. And that message is to follow your gifts, okay? Listen to your gifts, cultivate your gifts, strengthen your gifts, replenish your gifts. What's that word? Refurbish. Refurbish your gifts. Stop letting other people decide whether or not you have a gift, okay? Especially if you come from a family and they feel like, well, I don't see the proof that you could be a good singer, or I don't see the proof that you're a good chef. Like, you don't need to show people the proof. Especially the naysayers, okay? If you know in your heart you're good at something, believe in yourself. Believe that you're capable of doing it, okay? Because sometimes our family can be our biggest haters. Sometimes people in your family, they know what you're capable of, but they want to convince you that you're not. And you know why people always attack your self-esteem? Because your confidence is what gives you willpower, right? So if people can attack your confidence and your willpower, then you won't have that will to do that thing anymore that they were trying to stop you from doing in the first place. So that is why people often try to come for your confidence, because they know that when you don't have that willpower, you're not going to feel that's free to do something. You're going to feel fear. You're going to feel self-doubt. And that's what people want to instill in you. So when you have a gift, cultivate that gift. Believe in that gift, even if you're the only one who believes in it. Like personally, when I started doing tarot in 2019, people thought I was crazy. People were trying to make me seem like it was something mentally going on with me, but I knew I had a gift. And here I am in 2023, 1.12K subscribers, and really using my gift to better the world and better humanity. It's like people wanted to make me feel like that. Even in my own family, even to this day, I still have family members that still try to make me seem like I'm odd or I'm weird or something wrong with me, but it's really something wrong with them. But you know how people like to project. So I say all this to say, like, do not let your family ruin your dreams. Do not let your family bring you to an early grave. Do not let your family crush your spirit, because people will try. I know people try to say, oh, family is everything. No, it is not. Blood is not thicker than water. Don't let your family dictate who you are in this lifetime, because you get to define yourself. You get to define who you are and how you show up in this world. Other people don't get to define that for you. And I say all this to say, because a lot of us, we have very enmeshed families. We have families where people feel like, well, because we're family, we all have to be the same. So if people in your family feel like, well, if I'm not shit, you're not shit. And that's not the truth. It's because you're choosing to view yourself that way, right? Because you've defined yourself. So a lot of times in your family, people will try to define you by what they've defined themselves as. And it's not going to resonate with you. Like, personally speaking, I remember growing up, I was not raised by my mother and father. They weren't even together. I was raised by my great aunt. And she just used to tell me all these things, like, none of what she told me actually happened. It's funny, right? But none of what she told me actually happened. Like, when I was younger, she used to always tell me, like, you're going to get pregnant. And I used to say, like, why are you saying that? She said, because I was your age once before. So she basically implied that if it happened to me, it's going to happen to you regardless. Like, she made it seem like there's nothing you can do to stop this misfortune. You're gonna be pregnant as a teenager. None of that happened, baby. I'm 22 with no kids. Okay, going on 23 with none. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And this is no shade to people who have children. It's just she kept on trying to project that onto me. And when I was younger, she kept on telling people I was promiscuous. And I'm like, if that was the truth, I would have all these kids, and I don't. She tried to make it seem like I was this person that I wasn't, all because I had a dream, all because I had a gift. And a lot of you have many gifts. You don't just have one gift. I'm not just good at tarot and tapping into spirituality. I'm also a really good writer. I'm also a really good communicator. I'm also a really good singer. I'm also a really good stylist. So I have many gifts. And the people that are watching, you have many gifts as well. So cultivate those gifts. Tap into those gifts, enhance those gifts, study your gifts, because sometimes, we don't really tap into our gifts because we don't really know that much about them, or we don't really know how good we are. Like, I didn't even know I was that good at painting until there was this person that they're a musician, they're a rapper, and I painted their face, and I didn't even know I was good at that. So it's like, you don't even know what your gifts are until you actually try them out, or until you actually, give yourself a chance. But stop letting your family put fear in you. Stop letting your family make you think that if you go for your dream, something bad is going to happen. That's what keeps people stuck. That's what keeps people hopeless, because of fear, because of the what ifs. But what if you succeed? What if your gifts, okay, plural, what if your gifts can help people? What if your gifts can make this world a better place? Excuse my French, but fuck what your family thinks. Because you have to stop looking at family in terms of mom and dad and sister, cousin, auntie. Look at people in terms of energy. We're not our age, we're our energy. We're not our titles, we're our energy. So look at people in terms of energy. Okay, stop letting your family define you, because at the end of the day, they're just like anybody else. They're going to have negative opinions of you. They're going to have negative thoughts of you. They're going to judge you for not doing what they do. But at the end of the day, you have to not take any of that personal, because it's really a reflection of them. When you're the one in the family that's willing to go above and beyond and face their fears, you are going to face some backlash. You are going to have people who feel threatened because you are breaking and disrupting generational curses by believing in yourself. And a lot of people feel comfortable not believing in themselves. I don't know why that is, but a lot of people will feel very comfortable not believing in themselves. And it's like when you start to believe in yourself, that makes them uncomfortable. Because again, we come from very enmeshed families. And if you don't know what I mean by an enmeshed family, this is what I mean. So you know those families that if you tell them something and you tell them not to tell somebody and they tell somebody else anyway because we're family, that's what I mean by enmeshment. Enmeshed families, they don't have boundaries, okay? So they feel like they can do whatever they want to do to you because you're family. But that's not the case, okay? You don't have to put up with that. You can distance yourself from your family. You can set boundaries with your family. And if they don't want to respect it, peace. Life is too short to be stressed, okay? Life is too short to be stressed out, okay? Life is too short to be worrying about what people think about you, okay? Because the same family members that talk about you, they're not doing anything with their life. All they doing is judging other people, making people feel bad for trying. You know what? Some of our families are like those people. You know, when you were younger and you did a class presentation and it was always those group of people or that one person that would talk about you and judge you and critique you. But when it was them, they were scared of being judged and critiqued. So you have to understand that no matter what you do in life, you're going to get judged even by family. So live out your dreams. Like, live out your goals. Like, I know y'all are like, what are you doing? I'm organizing my cards. But yeah, like, live out your dreams. Live out your goals. And when you connect with family, stop looking at people in terms of titles. Okay, look at energy, because sometimes the titles can keep you trapped. So you'll say, oh, that's my dad, but how does your dad treat you? Does your dad believe in you? Does your dad support your goals? The same thing goes for your mother. Does your mom believe in you? Does your mom support you? So you have to stop looking at people in terms of their titles. Look at them as energy. How do they treat you? How do they make you feel? Do they really see you? Do they believe in you? I know I'm kind of going on a little bit. It sounds like I'm preaching or ranting, but it's just something that I've come to terms with for myself. Being a black woman, a black queer woman who's proud of that, you know, from a coming from a community that's very religious, coming from a community that is against anything, you know, regarding sexuality. So it's like I'm shifting the narrative, and when, like I said, when you shift the narrative, you are going to face that backlash, but it's worth it, because I don't want to live a life of complacency. I don't want to be stuck. Neither should you. You shouldn't sacrifice your dreams because of what your family thinks, okay? You shouldn't sacrifice your dreams because of them judging you or not believing in you. Like, you don't need to show them the proof. God already knows, okay? Because when it's going to be your time to shine, a lot of mouths are going to get shut, okay? One thing about family, they always think they know you. They think they know you more than you know yourself. And they don't even get to know you. They don't know shit about you. They don't know your favorite color. They don't know your favorite food. But based off your actions, they feel like, well, I know this person because they did this and that. That don't mean you know me. Like, that's one thing about family. They think they know you based off of an experience with you. Like, somebody had this quote, and I loved it. And it was like, your individual experience of me does not dictate who I am as a person. And I'm quoting that verbatim because I don't know if that was like the exact quote. But it's like, yeah, like, I'm just here to say, like, stop letting your family have so much control over your mental and how you see yourself. Your family don't define you, okay? Your mama don't define you. Your daddy don't define you. Your grandma don't define you. Your grandpa don't define you. Your sister and brother don't define you, okay? And understand, blood relatives don't mean your family. Blood relatives don't mean your family. They're just a relative, because people that are your family are going to support you, believe in you, and care about you. They're not going to talk behind your back and tell your business and try to tear you down. I remember I told a family member specifically not to tell somebody something, and they did it anyway. And then they started treating me weird after that, because it's like, how dare I set a boundary with you? Like, when you come from an enmeshed family, boundaries are seen as mean. But everybody needs boundaries in order to thrive, because you can't give everything. You can't be everything to everybody, okay? So, the message here, don't let your family get the best of you. Don't let your family stop you from your mission. Don't let your family stop you from chasing and following your dreams. Even if they don't support you, know that a higher power is supporting you. Know that you're going to meet people on your journey, I promise you. You're going to meet people on your journey who support you, who know that you have the gift, who you won't even have to prove yourself to. Okay? So keep cultivating these gifts. Keep growing them. Keep learning about them. Okay? Keep learning about yourself. Peace.